A few years ago, if you wanted to get a deep sky photograph like this one, you had to go through quite a long process. You needed to learn how to polar align a mount, understand how guiding worked, learn how to capture calibration frames, process dozens or even hundreds of photographs, constantly solve technical problems, and accept that for quite some time you were going to make mistakes. Some of those mistakes were very expensive. However, today there is a new generation of tools that is completely changing the way people get into astrophotography. Tools that the most purists have tried to deny from the very beginning. Tools that some, like myself, weren't fully convinced by at first. But tools that have ultimately prevailed and proven their power. Yes, I'm talking about smart telescopes. A type of telescope that at first seemed like it would just be a passing trend. That would never reach the level of an advanced astrophotography setup. And that in just 3 or 4 years are already rivaling equipment that costs 5 or 6 times more. And the thing is, these little automatic gadgets are capable of locating objects on their own, performing precise tracking, stacking images without any user intervention, and producing results that just a few years ago required a huge learning curve. Moreover, today, some of them are starting to venture into the field of science, allowing for photometry or astrometry work to be carried out. My name is Luis Miguel Azorin, and I welcome you once again to Natural Portraits. Before we begin, let me remind you that within the Natural Portraits Academy, you have access to complete courses that will allow you to learn how to photograph the universe, just the way I do it. Courses from 0 to 100, where I don't take anything for granted and where you'll learn from the most basic concepts to the most advanced techniques. And always with my support throughout your learning, because all the courses and packs in the Academy are single payment, one time, lifetime access, and they are updated regularly. And they include a direct line of communication with me to resolve your questions. Alright, the question is it good that smart telescopes allow all this? Is it good? Is it bad? Is traditional astrophotography disappearing? Or are we simply witnessing a new evolution of this hobby? Because after trying traditional systems for years and observing how smart telescopes are evolving, I have some thoughts that I think are worth sharing. When I started in astrophotography more than 20 years ago, the path was quite different. Many of the conveniences we have today simply didn't exist. The first battle was learning how to handle the equipment. And back then, there were no YouTube tutorials or online courses like those from Academia Natural Portraits. That said, at that time, the first internet forums were starting to appear, and my generation of astrophotographers owes a lot to them. And the astronomical associations where enthusiasts could talk to each other and help one another. That also made a big difference. The second battle was learning the sky through naked eye observation and star charts. No mobile phone apps or anything like that. And the third battle was learning how to process. Have you ever processed with PixInsight? Well, imagine learning to do it without tutorials and without any kind of help. And honestly, any one of these 3 battles could become a big enough obstacle to make you quit. Many enthusiasts started out full of excitement. They would spend a real fortune on their equipment. They tried to capture a nebula and ended up facing an endless list of problems. That caused many people to give up before they even got to truly enjoy the hobby. And this is where the revolution begins, because today there are systems capable of automating much of that process. Smart telescopes like this one I have here. Software that performs plate solving automatically. Systems that stack images in real time. Noise reduction tools based on artificial intelligence, etc., etc. Processes that previously required years of experience. Now they can be executed practically at the touch of a button, and this has led to something very interesting. The barrier to entry into this hobby has fallen radically. People who previously would never have approached astrophotography due to lack of time or lack of desire to learn. Now all that is required is that they can get immediate results without any prior knowledge. And this, from my point of view, has a very positive consequence. More people are discovering this hobby. More people become interested in the night sky, more people learn astronomy, and more people enjoy an extraordinarily enriching activity. And why not say it? This also helps raise awareness every day about protecting the night sky. By the way, have I already told you about the courses at Academia Natural Portraits? Yes, I mentioned it at the beginning. Don't forget to check them out, and while you're at it, subscribe to this channel to learn more about astrophotography, night photography, nature photography, and adventure photo trips. This is probably where some viewers will start to disagree with me. because there's a widespread idea that if something is easy, it automatically has less value. But if we look at the history of photography, we see exactly the opposite. There was a time when focusing automatically seemed like heresy. There was a time when shooting digitally seemed like heresy. And there was a time when Photoshop seemed like heresy. And yet, all those tools ended up becoming part of the regular workflow for practically every photographer. Technology has always lowered barriers. And that doesn't destroy a discipline, it expands it. But I also don't want to fall into the opposite extreme, because there's another mistaken idea. A tool can capture a nebula, but it can't teach you why it appears there. It can't teach you how the quality of the sky affects things. It can't teach you photographic composition, it can't teach you how to interpret the data, and it also can't replace the satisfaction that comes from learning a discipline in depth. That's why I believe there's a huge difference between obtaining an image and developing a skill. They are two completely different things. Personally, I don't think traditional astrophotography is going to disappear. In fact, I think something similar to what has happened in other disciplines is going to occur. There will be a part that is increasingly automated, more accessible. Simpler, like what smart telescopes offer us. And another part will continue to delve into the technical aspects. Both will coexist and will probably benefit each other, because many users will start with simple systems like this one, and some of them will end up becoming interested in more advanced techniques. Exactly the same as has always happened in other techniques or disciplines. So the real question is not whether astrophotography is becoming too easy. The real question is whether that ease is allowing more people to discover an extraordinary hobby. And personally, I think the answer is yes. Technology will continue to advance, tools will keep improving, and we will have to decide how we want to use them. But one thing seems clear. Astrophotography has changed, and it will probably keep changing much faster than we imagine. And now I'd like to know your opinion. Do you think smart telescopes are democratizing astrophotography? Or do you think they are taking away part of the experience that made it special? Let me know in the comments, because I have the feeling there's a very interesting debate here. I'll see you again next week with what we love most, photography and nature, here on Natural Portraits. Goodbye.